Ever notice someone who's always too busy to meet, always rushing, always stressed, but never really getting anywhere? Psychology says this isn't just about having a packed schedule. It's about something much deeper, something most people don't really realize about themselves at all. Let's break down the real psychology behind people who are always busy. 1. They're running from themselves. Psychologists call this avoidance behavior. When people fill every single minute of their day with tasks and meetings, they don't have to sit with their thoughts, face their deepest fears, or deal with uncomfortable emotions. Busyness becomes a shield, a protective barrier. It protects them from existential questions like, am I truly happy? Am I living the life I want? What would happen if I stopped? The constant noise drowns out the answers they're afraid to hear. 2. Busyness equals worth. Research from Stanford University shows that people psychologically link their productivity to their value as human beings. If they're not busy, they feel useless, worthless. This comes from what psychologists call achievement orientation, where self-esteem depends entirely on output.
They believe love, respect, and validation only come when they're doing something, so they never stop moving. 3. Fear of intimacy and real connection. Constantly being busy is the perfect, socially acceptable excuse to avoid deep, meaningful relationships. Psychologists say people who struggle with vulnerability use busyness as emotional armor. They don't have time for meaningful conversations, for sitting with loved ones, or for being truly present, because presence requires emotional risk and openness. 4. The dopamine trap of constant stimulation. Every task completed, every notification answered, every meeting attended triggers a small dopamine hit in the brain. Neuroscience shows that our brains can become addicted to this cycle. The problem is it's shallow satisfaction. It feels productive, but it's not fulfilling. 5. They mistake motion for progress. Psychology identifies this as the action fallacy. Just because you're moving doesn't mean you're going somewhere meaningful. Busy people often confuse frantic activity with achievement.
They're always doing, but rarely reflecting on whether what they're doing actually matters. 6. Deep down, they feel empty. Studies on burnout reveal that chronic busyness often masks inner emptiness. When they finally stop, the silence is unbearable. They realize they've been so focused on filling time that they forgot to fill their life with meaning, purpose, and joy. The truth is, being busy has become a status symbol in modern society. People wear exhaustion like a badge of honor. But psychology shows it's often a distraction from what really matters. So next time someone tells you they're too busy, remember this. It's not always about their schedule. Sometimes it's about what they're avoiding inside themselves. If you're fascinated by the psychology behind how people think and behave, hit subscribe now. Because on this channel, we don't just look at what people do, we decode why they do it.